I'm not gonna call her. See, it's been only 5 days. You never give in before the 6th day.
Y'all come on in the show. Mr. Thaddeus show tonight. I come on y'all to talk to y'all about a few things. Share this share, like this share, let y'all friend and y'all cousin and them know I'm on y'all tonight. And y'all come on and jump on in, okay? I can be on y'all talking to y'all, okay?
The language of women before I get married. What are you talking about? We all speak the same. No, we don't. Women speak.
Hold on.
They speak estrogenese. If I'm your wife and I ask you, what are you thinking right now? What would you say? Honestly, yes. I'd like to bring another woman into this relationship. See, that's why you're sleeping on my couch right now. See,
Hey, Peaches. This granddad, how you doing?
I'm Janice. Okay, now come on. Hi, Bernard.
Peaches, Peaches. You can hear me? This granddad, how you doing?
Real pretty today. Oh, today?
Good. Look at y'all. Eleanor tell me, so you been by y'all early today, so you want to borrow some money. You looking to borrow some money. I'll tell you to wait till I come home for me to call you. What been going on? I ain't got a long time to talk. I got my public and stuff coming on here, but Churn set me up y'all on the internet, and I got the publics coming on here, and I ain't got a long time to talk. What you want to borrow money for? Aha. 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 Okay, Peaches, let me ask you this here. The light bill where you gotta pay. Now, let me ask you something. You just get light in your house? You been had light in your house, right? Okay, Peaches. The other weekend back here, when y'all came by here, when you and Tony had drive by here the other week, right? When y'all came by here, y'all stopped and say, Grandma, Granddaddy, say, us going over, us can't stay long, cause us going over to us house, us having a seafood brawl. Remember you come over, remember y'all stopped here and y'all see that? And we, Tony came into the back of that truck, and y'all had all them shrimp. Y'all had that trunk full of shrimp and crab leg and mussels. And had all them crawfish and thing in the back of that truck. And I asked y'all, I said, Peaches, I said, look at y'all. I said, where y'all get all that money from to buy them crawfish and all them crab and shrimp and all them things, all them mussels where y'all got in the back of that truck. And what did you tell me? What did you tell me? You said, Granddaddy, I got my taxi back. I said, Peaches, you got your taxi back? You said, yeah. I said, Peaches, you need to take that money where you get back for them taxi. And I said, you need to put that money back to the silent thing and know y'all be falling into financial trouble and stuff like that. I told you that, didn't I tell you that? And you said, Granddaddy, look at here. I said, Granddaddy, yeah, me and Tony gonna put money back. So we ain't gonna use up all us taxes. Us got about $12,000 back on us taxi. What we got back from the government. I said, okay. And here come you. It ain't 2 weeks later. You come over here and ask Eleanor, can you borrow money for you and Tony to pay the light bill? Not a darn dime. Not a darn dime. Not a goddamn dime. And Peaches, I ain't lying, and you know I ain't lying. You ain't getting a dime from over here. Peaches, I want you to explain this here to me. God gonna have to, when I get to the heavenly gate, St. Peter and all of they gonna have to explain to me why did I have such dumb grandchildren. Now, you mean to tell me you and Tony get over $12,000? Well, not Tony, because his behind don't work. Y'all get over $12,000 back on y'all taxi for them children, and instead of y'all put the money back, y'all went and had a seafood brawl. Say, and I'm trying, Fat and Mika say, y'all had it all on the internet. So y'all been showboating all across the internet. Say, showing people what's a nice time y'all having on there with the seafood brawl. But I told y'all, I say, put money back for a rainy day in it. Well, Peaches, it's pouring. It's raining, it's pouring. And you ain't getting nary dime from over here. We ain't got nary umbrella for you. This house not the umbrella house. And I told Eleanor, see, you thought you were going to sneak over here when I ain't been in here. I said, thought Eleanor was going to go in her pocketbook back there and give you some money for it. But I done talked to Eleanor. Eleanor knew not a dime come out your hand. Not a dime come out this your house for you. Because we've been telling you from the been started with to take them taxi where you get and use them taxi and put money back. Now, y'all had a seafood brawl. They tell me, see, y'all been down there to that cowboy party down there with DJ Finance down there at Florence. So y'all went down there with the boots on the ground. But you should have not put the boot on the ground. You should have put your money in the bank, Peachy. Because y'all don't have a dime to pay the light bill. Now, the best thing I can tell you is to go to the Dollar Street and ask them people, say, can they give you some candle, get some dollar candle and thing out that stove, and y'all like candle. Heist them windows up in their house, and that what y'all gonna have to do for air, and that what y'all gonna have to do for light. In the daytime, you don't need light no way because you should be at work. And if Tony can't stay in the house in the daytime because it's too hot for him to be in the house, then if this means up for him, maybe that'll make you go to work. Maybe that'll make you go to work now. Listen, I didn't come on y'all to stay for a long time because I got my Publix on here and I told them I'm going to come on y'all to talk to them about something. So I can't stay on y'all and talk to y'all, but I done get Eleanor the word. You can't get near a dime. The backyard is closed. Do not come on, don't come over here no more asking for money because I'm tired of taking care of you. You grown and got a big funky behind man laying up in that bed there with you. Peachy, let me explain something to you. Ain't nobody nuts is that good, Peachy. Ain't nobody nuts around here is that good when he get to lay up over your churn and thing. Now that ain't no, come on Peaches, be for real. That ain't no real man now, be for real. But you want so much, you want the sex in your bed so that you will let Tony lay up in there and you ain't ashamed to come and ask your grandma and granddaddy. And look, and Tony got you the one doing the calling. He ain't gonna call over here and say, he got you over here calling your grandma and granddaddy for money for your light bill. Get it out of his sack. Get it out of your nut sack. Get it out of your nut sack. Because evidently, that's what you want to lay up in your house. That's more important to you than for you to have money to pay your bills. You rather have Tony balls laying in the bed. So go get them out the ball. Shake the money for the light bill out the ball. And I ain't saying for what I'm saying now. Let me get off here because I ain't want to say nothing I ain't supposed to say in front of my public. But y'all can't get no money. And look here, if them children need to come over here and stay so they can go to school, y'all can bring them children over here and go to school, but you can't get near dime. I got to go, Chris, even got Chris on y'all watching me. Okay. Okay, bye, Peter. Love you. Now for a long conversation. Y'all excuse me. I had to call Peter. My granddaughter, her live over there with Tony. Got Tony over there laying up over her chair. And her call over here. Expect us to give her money to help her pay her light bill. And her ain't getting near a dime. It ain't gonna be near a dime come out this house. Yeah, for Peter's light bill, and that go for some of y'all. Some of y'all ladies got a man laying up in your house right now, like Tony, and ain't paying their bill in there. And y'all expect for all the weed to help y'all pay y'all bill near a dime, and Peter just not got her taxi. If Peter's had just got her taxi, why must the rest of us suffer who ain't getting no taxi? All the rest of us must help her pay her light bill while they set up and have a seafood brawl. Not a darn dime. We won't get a darn dime out of here. And I mean that, not a darn dime. Catherine, not a darn dime. Sandra, not a darn dime. LaShawn Small, not a darn dime will her get out of here. And I ain't lying. Willie, not a darn dime. And I ain't playing. Look here, I ain't gonna hold y'all on y'all long. I come on y'all and talk about I want to talk about 3 things on y'all tonight. Y'all hear me? If y'all ready for me to talk about them 3 things, I want y'all to put the number 3 in the comment. Y'all type 3 in the comment. That's what I'm trying to tell me to tell y'all. Say when I get ready to talk, y'all type 3 in the comment. All of y'all, Ice, Thomas, Catherine, all the Joe, Gloria, Scriven, y'all type the number 3. And I can start talking to y'all. We also talk about 3 things on y'all tonight. Also gonna get to the bottom of some of this Peggy Graham. Also gonna get to the bottom of some of this here, what we got going on. Look here. Angela. I'm gonna talk about 2 things. Look here. The first thing was gonna talk about Ed Maryland. The first thing was gonna talk about Ed Chris, Ed Sean. The first thing was gonna talk about on y'all tonight gonna be Marvin Sapp. Yeah. Y'all done dragged that man name all through Camden, all through Bishopville, all through Hartsville and Sumter and Florence and Orangeburg. And y'all done dragged that man name all the way through. And us gonna talk about it on y'all tonight. Y'all done dragged Marvin Sapp all the way through these y'all little towns y'all where us got enough to talk about it. Look here. For those of y'all that don't know Marvin Sapp is that man was saying about never would make it. Never would make it without you. And Marvin Sapp say, he saw the best in me when all of my friends and loved ones saw the worst in me. Marvin Sapp sang all them good songs, right? After he done that, what y'all done? Y'all done the same thing what he done to Jesus. Y'all crucify that boy. That boy can't even drive his own car where he been driving. Y'all done sick them people on that boy. Marvin Sapp went down there to Ricky Smiley radio station, and that they had to call another car for that boy. Had all them what them people called? Had all them gang and thing coming after Marvin Sapp. That boy couldn't even go to the radio station. Seriously, y'all need to stop for real. And I was on the bandwagon with y'all. I was on the bandwagon with y'all until I saw the video. Now, this is what they got out on Marvin Sapp. They say Marvin Sapp went in that church and tell them people, said, look here. Say, before I leave y'all tonight, I want $40,000 off y'all in y'all tonight. And say Marvin Sapp said, no darn soul leaving at this young church tonight until I get $40,000. And he said, I tell you what, if you don't put it out your pocketbook, you won't go home. He said, lock the darn door. They said Marvin Sapp said, lock the goddamn door and don't let him out here till I get the money when I come here. He said, lock the darn door. That's what he had on the internet. The church said that's what he said. And I say, come on, Marvin Sapp, you don't do that. Why you shouldn't do that. Don't lock people in the church. Y'all holding people hostage in the church. Now, I know at the church they have shut-ins where they stay all night long and they pray and they have church shut-ins. But this y'all was not a shut-in. This y'all Marvin Sapp said, lock the door. Near person coming out here at night till I get this y'all $40,000. I said, damn. I said, Marvin Sapp is a gangster. Until I saw the video. When I saw the video, then when I realized that y'all been a darn liar. Some of the ones what y'all looking at me right now, set up and lie on that boy and had them people, had them gang and thing coming after that boy. That boy said they threatened his life and everything. Say, because y'all set up and lie on that boy. I saw the video. Marvin Sapp was in there talking about money and things. He getting ready to raise an offering. And before he started the reason off, he told the people, he said, y'all close the door. He said, too much of walking and thing going on in here. He said, y'all close that door. Why y'all walking back and forward out the church and all that? He said, this y'all too much of thing what y'all got going on. He said, y'all lock that door, would you please? You know, I'm sorry. He didn't say lock the door. He said, y'all close that door, would you please? They ain't closed the door. So he kept on talking. And as he kept on talking, they still ain't closed the door. So then Marvin Sapp said, I should close the door. I said, close the door. I said, close the door. And he ain't been playing there bit. He had a very serious tone on him when he said that. So the usher got nervous and got dizzy, and he went to lock the door. So what he done, they put a clip on the internet and make it look like that boy had holding people hostage in that church over $40,000, and they been a darn lie. They closed the door and really had nothing to do with the $40,000. He just happened to be talking about the $40,000 when he looked back there at the door and see that the goddamn usher ain't closed the door like he had told him before he had even started talking. He said, close the door, this y'all's a sacred moment, y'all close the door, please. All that walking back and forth. He says, a lot of commotion out there. This y'all was not in a church, this y'all was in a convention center. This y'all was not at a church. This y'all was at a convention center. So in the hallway out there in the convention center, all them people been doing all that talking and thing. Look here. Y'all like this here and share this here. Like this video and share this here video. Okay, I can see y'all name, and if you don't like it, I can say something about you, and I ain't playing. I ain't lying, and y'all know I ain't lying. I tired now. Now look here. So he said, it's a lot going on out there in that lobby. It's too loud and stuff out there. He said, y'all close that door, would you please? They ain't close the door. That's why he had to stop in the middle of what he been saying and say, close the door. I said, close the door. I said, close the door. Close the door. And he told me to close the door. Now look here. They took that clip and had them people after that boy. And Chris said, not his most holy apostle. I'll be darned. I'll be darned. We'll get on that in a minute. He said, close the door. Now look here. Then he went back to saying what he was saying. So let's establish something here. Marvin Sapp did not say, y'all cannot go out that door. No, he did not say lock the door. He said close the door. And it went back to what he was saying. Now, let's deal with what let's deal with what Marvin Sapp really was saying, which is a problem. Now we got a problem here. Eleanor! Make me a cup of coffee, please. I'm on here with my Publix. What? Huh? My coffee come in the sink. Okay. Look here. Now, watch this here. So, this is the problem why I had y'all with Marvin Sapp. What I got with a lot of preachers around y'all in this y'all world. Let me tell you what the problem I got with Marvin Sapp. He was not wrong for saying close the door because you need to sit down and the people trying to raise off and set your behind down. Where you going to? Sit down. He even right, you ain't going nowhere, but going out to eat all that greasy food, what they out there cooking in them restaurant and thing. Set your behind down. That's the problem why I have with Marvin Sapp, the same problem why I got with a lot of preachers and things going on around here. You're lying. You're setting up lying. These things y'all where y'all say God telling y'all to say and do, God is not telling y'all to say and do these things y'all where y'all doing. Now, this is why I have preferred Marvin Sapp to say. Marvin Sapp said they still had a bill. Denise Wells said they still had a bill. And say, we need to take up $40,000 in y'all. Say, if I can get 1,000 people in y'all to pay $20, if I can get another 1,000 people on the internet to pay $20, us can pay the bill in y'all. If he had to say that, that'd have been one thing. He turned around into the preachers and tell the preacher, say, look here, everybody what's up here, if you got $20 out, put your $20 up. Say, I want you to take out $100 because it costs $100 for you to set up here. Okay, now we got a problem. Because now he's trying to say, Hey, sister, now he's trying to say it costs for you to set up on a platform for a church event. That's the problem I got right now with these funky tail preachers walking around here manipulating people and stuff out their money and stuff in the church and making them think they got to pay this and that and this and that and this and that. So let me tell you what happens when he does that. The preachers was up there sitting on that pulpit. They don't want to look shame before the other preacher. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to pull out the $100 because they want to look like they got it. So they're going to pull their $100 out. So that's a little game he play on the preacher. Then he say, I want $40,000 from my channel. I want some $40,000 in here to get you. And look at here. I believe people don't mind helping you when you don't lie and blame it on the Lord. A lot of these preachers around here, including Reverend Mullen. Reverend Mullen do the same thing. A lot of these preachers around here be sitting up here lying and say, the Lord tell them this and that, and tell them this and that. And if you pay this and that amount of money, then God is going to bless you. And you pay this and that amount of money, then God is going to heal you. It's a darn lie. That's a darn lie. There are times that God would say, situation one, I want you to pay this year, I want you to bless this and that. He'll put it on your heart to do this and that and this and that. But them preachers get up there and they be manipulating y'all with y'all dumb self. And y'all go right in y'all pocketbook and take y'all light bill money and all that and get it on preacher. And then after they get finished doing that, Jennifer Johnson Cook, you don't rush at me. You don't rush at me. You let me slow walk this year how I want to slow walk this year. You don't push me on the Kenneth Copeland. I ain't get to here yet. Now look at here. Them preachers be up there lying to y'all and making y'all stand in them $100 line, them $500 line, them $1,000 line, and got y'all standing up in all them lines, and y'all ain't got no better sense but to get up there and spend your light bill money on all that thing here. Now listen here. I ain't got time to get to the bottom in all the trenches in this year, but this is what I want to tell you. The reason why these preachers, a lot of them feel like they got to get up here and lie and tell y'all the Lord said get this and that and this and that, because y'all don't know how to take care of the preacher. Y'all don't know how to take care of the preacher because you've never been taught how to take care of the preacher. So the preacher feel like they got to get up there and tell a darn lie in order to raise money, tell you the Lord said this and that, and the Lord said this and that. They feel like they got to lie. Now I'm going to say something if I must say, and I don't care if you get mad with me. Me and Eleanor had an argument about this year. I tell Eleanor I feel like how I feel. Her can't change how I feel. I don't believe a preacher should have to work. I don't feel like he should have to work, but I feel like he should want to work. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Mr. Thaddeus? What are you talking about? The preacher don't have to work. What do you mean the preacher don't have to work? This is what I feel like. I feel like if God called you and you are doing the work of the Lord and you are being a shepherd for his people, you are seeing about those people who God has put you in the charge of, okay, then I believe that congregation, those people, should take care of the pastor. That's what I believe. Now, the pastor should not live above his means. Y'all hear what I say? The pastor should not live above his means. Okay. But do he want to live above his means, then that pastor should go to work. If that church cannot afford to take care of that pastor in the way that he or she would like to be taken care of, then that pastor should go to work so that they can make the kind of salary that will help them to live how they want to live. Okay. Some people say, well, TD Jake ain't doing nothing up there stealing them people money. Crap load dollars and is stealing on people's money. Let me ask you a question. Do the person what works to McDonald's make the same kind of money that the person who works at a Fortune 500 company makes? No, they don't. That tells me that common sense say a preacher that got a small church, he don't make the same kind of money as a preacher that got a mega church. Why? One, he got more members. Unless the members in the small storefront church are financially well off and are able to take care of the pastor and give he what he is due. He or she is due. If not, you can't expect TDJ to want to make the same kind of money that your pastor make when all you pay in the church is $10 on Sunday. Now you get mad. If you don't like it, I don't care. You shoot me in the head, whatever you say, I don't care. These young pastors should be paid for what they do. Now, pastor, let me tell you, if that church is taking care of you, see, because the pastor don't want to live in a parsonage no more. What happened to the days they asked Pastor Mullen? They said, Pastor Mullen said the church got a parsonage here. Said, you don't want to live in a parsonage. No, I ain't want to live in the church parsonage. I want a house. See, because they want to look good for the other preacher, so they don't want to stay in the church parsonage. So he ain't got no more church parsonage no more. So the pastor want to live in another house. If the house that the church provides for the pastor, he don't want to stay in, he must go to work. He or she must go to work, clock in, get PTO, vacation time. That's what you got to do. If you don't want to live under the means of the people what they pay you, I'll sure take one over this house. Yeah. If the preacher don't want what they paying, then he must go to work. Must go to work. And glory. The 10%, they don't even pay the 10%. Okay, let's say this again. Even if the people in the church paying the 10%, since COVID, nobody don't first go to church no more. So if you ain't going to church, ain't nobody paying the 10%, the preacher, you got to go to work. You got to go to work. Now, Marvin Sapp say, I want to tell y'all this here. For those that think that I'll need $40,000, Marvin Sapp said, I get money from my singing. He said, I get money. He said, I ain't down for near $1. Marvin Sapp said, I ain't down for near $1. I don't need your money. You understand? He said, I don't need your money. But some of these preachers right now, they need the money. Because see, they done lie and tell y'all, say, if you ain't driving such a thing, if you ain't living in such a kind of house, that if you ain't doing this and yan, then you ain't blessed. So they robbing y'all in order for they to look like they blessed. Okay? But it's some good preachers out here who deserve to make good money. And y'all is cheating these preachers. Well, they doing it for God. They shouldn't want the money. Shut your darn mouth. You sound like a fool. The Bible says a workman is worthy of his hire. What's wrong with y'all? A workman is worthy of his hire. So if that preacher is doing good, he's praying for the sick, he coming up to the hospital when your family member gets sick, when your family member die, and the preacher come up there, he's preaching his funeral, he's doing this and that, then you get to church on Sunday and pay $10. Then when the pastor pull up in a Mercedes, y'all say he's stealing the church money. What kind of fool is you? Had them churn chasing Marvin Sapp. That man had to switch car to go up to the radio station because y'all don't allow that man say that man been stealing $40,000 out that church and hold them people hostage. That's a darn lie. And half of them people who have been on the internet doing that talking don't even go to church. They ain't pay a dime in church since they did their Easter speech. a dime in church since you done your Easter speech. But you got the nerve to sit up and talk about Marvin Sapp. Now, he had no business up there telling people they can't sit up there if they pay $100. That means that's not a body of preachers who really want to see the church grow. They paying for a stage so they can be seen up there, $100. It costs $100 for you to sit up here. I'll be darned. I'll sit on the floor. I'll sit on the floor in Indian style, crisscross applesauce, for I pay $100 to sit on a platform with preachers. And half of them ain't know the Bible no way. That's why they set up and pull that $100 out their wallet. That's crazy. Marvin Sapp. So that's what I had to say about that. Stop lying on that man. I'm going to come on y'all one day and I'm going to teach y'all about money and how money works. Okay? Stop lying on that man because that man did not say lock the door. That man said, close that door. Close the door. Close the door. Close the door. That's what that man said. He said, close that door. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. They say, y'all know who Kenneth Copeland is? Y'all know Kenneth Copeland? Pastor Kenneth Copeland. Okay, I'm going to tell you who Kenneth Copeland is. Kenneth Copeland is a white preacher. Okay? Back in the days, like in the 90s, right? When you get up to go to church on Sunday morning, it been just about two preachers, no, about three. Well, you were sure to see why you've been getting dressed on Sunday morning to go to church. That was Creflo Dollar. That was Kenneth Copeland, and that was Charles Stanley. Okay? Creflo Dollar, black preacher. Kenneth Copeland, white preacher. Charles Stanley, white preachers. All these young people was on Sunday morning before you get up to go to church, to go to Sunday school. Those was the first preachers what us saw on TV before T.D. Jake and all these young people get on there. It been those three. They been on there. They was on there preaching. Okay. Kenneth Copeland, he got a lot of respect in the Christian community. A lot of people likes him, like to listen to his preaching and stuff. Over the years, I believe he done had some kind of something happening in his head, and he go to saying fool thing that don't make no sense. This y'all what Kenneth Copeland said. Jennifer Cook said they didn't have no cable. We didn't have no cable either. He was on the regular TV. He was on the regular TV. But look here. Kenneth Copeland was preaching the other week back here. Kenneth Copeland say the devil had to been black. Y'all like this y'all and share this y'all, because this y'all finna get very nasty, very, very slack and nasty in y'all tonight. Kenneth Copeland said that the devil was black. That's what he said. He said the devil had to have been black. He said because you see how black people is treated. He said that's the reason why black people is treated the way they is treated, because the devil was a black man. See, the devil was black. And the thing about it is, ain't nobody get up and walk out the church. All them black people been sitting in there, and now one of them get up and walk out that church. That good for you. That good for you. Because you had no business going in there from the beginning with, from the start. You had no business going in there. All these preachers, black preachers around y'all got church where y'all can go into. But you think you're so such and much. You think you're so such and much. You go set up in them church and sing them songs that got 3 chords in them. And that man stand up and say, the devil was a black man, and that's why black people is treated the way what they treated. Now, if you think I lied, go on that computer and look it up. The man said. I said, Eleanor. I said, come here and see what this young fool man say. Eleanor ain't here, believe me. Eleanor come and see the thing. Eleanor say, dang. You hear what he said? I said, yeah, what he said. That's the reason why I call you. The man said, the devil is a black man, And that's why black people is treated the way they treated. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better start reading these young Bible and think for yourself. These people gonna send y'all to hell. And I ain't lying. Y'all, some of these people, y'all gonna bust hell wide open. That man said the devil is a black man. Kenneth Copeland been preaching all these years. And wait till he get old to become a jack. I almost cussed. Wait till he get old to say something dumb and stupid like that. The devil is a black man. But no, that's good for y'all. That's good for y'all. Because you don't know how to think for yourself. You don't know how to think for yourself. Did y'all know? Do you know? Do you know that that Bible, that King, and I ain't gonna go deeper into this yet tonight, because see, you lose people when you go down deep. But Mr. Thaddeus ain't dumb. I got good sense. That King James Bible, why do they call it the King James Bible? Do you know why they call it the King James Bible? They call it the King James Bible because King James came together with the Council of Herod Thomason. They came together with that Council of Nicaea, and they put them books together. What they're going to go in the Bible. It's more books to the Bible than what they got in there. Now, y'all ain't got to believe me. Go and search it for yourself. Go and search it for yourself. It's more books in the Bible than what they put in there. In the apothecary, they got more books of the Bible. And I don't go to church like half of y'all, and I know that. But let me tell you something else. Around about 1851, they created that slave Bible. You know what that slave Bible done, right? That slave Bible is what got us right here praying and marching around here. That slave Bible got us doing that. Turn the other cheek now. If somebody slap the piss out of you, don't slap them back. Turn that other cheek now. Don't do this in here. Don't do this. Don't you fight them back. You turn the other cheek. What kind of fool is you? If you slap me, I'm going to slap the piss out of you. And I ain't lying. And I'm going to try to slap it till you ain't got a drop of piss left to come out of you. And I ain't playing now. And if I can't get all the piss slap out of you, I'm going to call Sissy. And I'm going to let Sissy finish slapping the rest of the piss out of you. But see, y'all read that Bible, and y'all got that slave gospel, see. And that slave gospel got y'all thinking y'all got to let somebody make a fool out of y'all. That what them slave master done. And that what that same Kenneth Copeland been pulling in there on them people in there at night when he said the devil is a black man. And ain't nobody stand up and challenge that man when he say that. Because they used to a slave gospel. Well, Kenneth Copeland said, so it must be, this y'all must be so. This y'all must be true what he's saying. That gal said, please don't cuss, Mr. Thaddeus. I ain't gonna cuss. I'm gonna hold it back. I'm gonna hold it back. But I'm trying to tell y'all, these people y'all is making a fool out of y'all. That's what I want y'all to know. Kenneth Copeland been preaching for 900 years. And get up and say something dumb and stupid like that. And ain't nobody went up there and slapped the piss out that man for saying that in there, comparing the devil to black peoples. Well, you want to see the devil. You want to see the devil. You want to see the devil. Understand? Y'all go Charlene Johnson and jump on y'all. Now, Charlene gonna be carrying news from off here. Charlene Johnson been probably sitting right in there with Kenneth Copeland and at them people, and Charlene Johnson ain't say no word. Charlene ain't say no word to Kenneth Copeland when he be in there, tell that lie to them people in there in that church. Read the Bible for yourself. Y'all study the history. And listen here. And listen to this here. I ain't want to go too deep tonight because y'all ain't ready for all the things what I know. Christianity is not the white man religion. It's 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 not the white man religion. You got me? Christianity was in Africa before they even come over here. It was Christianity over there in Africa before they even come over here. But not the way what us practice it over here. This is a punctified gospel what they give us over here to keep us in a slave mind. But you got to get out that slave mind, you see. That thing was practiced over there in Africa. And watch this here. And they come over here, and them Europeans come over here and steal this here from them Indians, but not the Indian what you think. Oh, they come over here and they come over here and steal. They come over here and steal this yarn from the Indian. And when they say Indian, you think they're talking about them Indian one moving in your neighborhood buying up all them stores. They ain't talking about them. That's not who they talking about. They talking about we. If them Indian women here when the Europeans come here, them they look like black people. These young was indigenous people here when we come here. Okay? That child there is exactly right. Cherie said the Garden of Eden was in Africa, and she ain't telling a darn lie. That's exactly where it been at. If you think I'm lying, then you look it up for yourself. The Garden of Eden in Africa. Everything was in this young world come out of Africa. You hear me? Do you hear me? Everything in this young world come out of Africa. Do you hear me? That's where everything originated from. You hear me? Don't let nobody make a fool out of you. They getting ready to have the crucifixion. They're getting ready to have the crucifixion. Right? And everybody finna start showing all the movies about the crucifixion. And everywhere you will see a white man walking around with a crown of thorns around his head. He was not a white man. How could he be a white man? Jesus could not be a white man. Okay, I finished. I ain't care if you get mad. I ain't care if you get mad. I tell Eleanor, I dare to put that white Jesus up in here. I dare another white Jesus to be up on in here on the shine wall. You hear me? Us ain't doing that no more. Kenneth Copeland tell them, people say Jesus was a black man. Had to be. And that's the reason why us treat the way us treat. That's what he said. I'm going to leave that alone. If y'all got questions, y'all can ask me questions about that. But I'm going to move on so y'all can go to bed tonight. I got 2 minutes. I got 2 more minutes on you. The last thing I want to tell y'all. They got a new wolf out. I want to tell y'all this young foolish this young what when I went on. It called it dire wolf. Is y'all yeah about that? Is y'all yeah about the dire wolf? Let me tell y'all what these people y'all done. Let me tell you something. These people, some of these people y'all going to hell. Let me tell you what these young people done. It's a wolf called the dire wolf that is extinct. He's extinct. Extinct means he don't live no more. The wolf is extinct. And look at Beulah. Look at Beulah's on y'all tonight, y'all. Y'all say hi to Beulah. Miss Beulah's on here. Look here. It called the dire wolf. So, what these y'all people want done was full of the devil, right? They went and get the fossils of the extinct wolf, and they take the DNA cells from the fossil from the extinct wolf and put it into a species of wolf that is alive now, and some kind of way get the wolf pregnant, and the wolf was able to birth the dire wolf that was extinct. In other words, they are engineering animals that have been extinct in the world. Somebody say, well, what's wrong with that? Ooh, that's a scientific breakthrough, Mr. Thaddeus. What you thought? You trying to begrudge them because they're doing science. No, I begrudging them because they're trying to be gold. And y'all ain't realizing what these people are doing. These people trying to be gold. And it ain't nothing but one goal. Y'all know that? It ain't nothing but one goal. And they trying to be gold. Y'all hear that? So right now, it's the dire wolf. But I want y'all to think about this young thing. I want y'all to think about this young thing in 20 years. And imagine they go and get the bones of Hitler and put the cells inside somebody and somebody have Hitler. Huh? They done gone and put Hitler in somebody. And now Hitler done come back here. They done let somebody had Hitler. And the thing happened all over again. Because they trying to be God. These peoples is not God. This y'all is the devil. These y'all people let the devil. Why would they go and get this young wolf and wake this young wolf up what is at stake? You understand? Now, look at this here. Now they on the news now say, I ain't nobody even did this yet, cause see, what they don't know, see, and see, like, this young might have repercussion because this young animal might have a temperament, and then it might not be safe for this young wolf to be out among the wild. Now, just imagine you out there in the forest. Just imagine you in the... That gal say, I clear her ain't lying. That gal say Hitler already in the White House. I ain't lying either. And if y'all think he ain't there, if y'all think he ain't there in that White House, y'all just wait a little while. Y'all just wait a little while. But look at here. You out there with your little children. In that woods out there, y'all having, oh, Daddy, us going out there, us gonna have a camper. Us gonna go camping. Us, Daddy, gonna carry us out there to camping. And you go out there and that dire wolf get out there behind you. What are you going to do? Imagine Beulah. Imagine Beulah out there in that woods out there and that dire wolf catch a hold, get behind Beulah out there in that woods. What Beulah going to do with that dire wolf? What Beulah going to do out there with that dire wolf? And let's don't talk about the people who take their sneaky link out there in the wood. You and your sneaky link out there in the wood, and the dire wolf come and tap y'all on the shoulder and say, hey, see me? You out there with your sneaky link in the wood, and the dire wolf done catch hold of you. Y'all go look it up. Y'all go look it up. I mean, you out there getting it. You done planned the thing. You done planned the thing and all. You out there with your sneaky link, and the dire wolf walk up on you. What you gonna do? Understand? Or Hitler done come out there, done run up on you out there in the woods. You out there with your sneaky leg and here come Hitler. Understand? See what I'm saying? Y'all got to think about this shit. Open your eyes up and see what these young people is doing to y'all. These young people is doing things and messing with stuff they ain't got no business. They gonna create a monster. That same thing go down there in that book of Genesis. I ain't know if it's the second or third or fourth chapter in Genesis. Look in Genesis. They say them sons of God had come down here and started having babies with the daughters of men. You know what that means? That if there's fallen angels come down here and start having babies with them regular ladies. They say the ladies been so fine. 36, 24, 36, over the winning hay. They say they come down here and start having babies with them ladies. And them ladies had giants. That was us finna have giants around here. Us finna have people walking around here, stomping around, and we ain't gonna know what to do with these giants and things walking around here. Because these people going and messing with stuff they ain't got no darn business down there, eating them wood and things, pulling up them fossils and getting all them cells and stuff off them people and doing that. They ain't got no business doing it. You see what I'm saying? But y'all setting up and got y'all eyes closed and ain't watching and paying attention to what these people y'all doing. What did us talk about tonight? Us talked about Marvin Sapp. Y'all lied on him. You liar. You a liar. You lied on him, Marvin Sapp. You're a liar. We talked about that. We talked about Kenneth Copeland. He's a liar. Kenneth Copeland is a liar. He set up and told a lie in front of all them peoples and had cameras on him, and he still didn't care. He still lied. He's a liar. Third thing we talked about, the dire wolf. They done dig them fossils up off that wolf and done brought that wolf back to life, and they ain't trouble. And y'all sitting around here with y'all eye closed, spending all that tax money with y'all boots on the ground. You're not paying attention. You're not paying attention. And when we first got on here, I sorry y'all had to hear that. I had to talk to Peachy because Peaches come over here and try to bum money off Eleanor because her need money for her light bill. But Peaches and Tony sat up there and got $12,000 on their taxi. And when the taxi come back, they come over here and tell me and Eleanor, they tell me Eleanor, say, us having a seafood brawl. Us having a seafood brawl. And Tony take me out there to the car and show me, y'all should have seen. Tony showed me all the shrimp and all this crabs and all the crawfish and all the mussels and stuff what they had in there. All that sausage. They had the regular smoked sausage, deer sausage, all that. They had all that back there in the back. So us having a seafood brawl. And went up there to Piggly Wiggly and buy out all them eggs and things what Piggly Wiggly had in there. They done buy all them carton of eggs. Them eggs in Piggly Wiggly cost $27 a carton. They went in there and buy all them eggs. Now they come over here crying, pull them out because they ain't got no money to pay their light bill. They are light by candle and they'll get cool by letting up the window. And I don't give a darn. I don't give a darn. I'm not friends with Tony. So he think he's showing me something because they got the $12,000 and it ain't even his $12,000 because he don't work. He carried me out there to the car to look in the trunk and see all the stuff what they had. I tell Eleanor then, I say, Eleanor, it ain't going to be 2 weeks. All that money what they had, they're going to be gone. I told Eleanor that. I say, all that money they had, they're going to be gone. And I'll be darned the thing come as true as a clock ticking on the wall. Come as true as a clock ticking on the wall. You get me? Ain't got a dime left. Ain't got money to pay. Ain't got money to pay their light bill. And the tell me say, her went down there and tried to buy a car for Tony. A old piece of car. Said the car worked for 2 days. Even they get a man all the money. They get a man would give him their dime back. Said the car been as is. Don't get a man any money. First of all, why would you buy a car for a man that don't even have a license? Tony don't even have a license. And her bought a car for Tony to ride around in, don't have a license. Who can pay the insurance? Who can put gas in? Understand what I'm saying? But y'all get mad at me, say I be being hard on my grandchildren. But y'all get mad and talk much trash to me. Thomasina, these young girls out there, and listen, when I've been young, I like ladies too. I love the beautiful women. But Thomasina, these ladies out there, if they have a sack of nuts in their bed, they put up with a lot of trifling things. I don't understand. We couldn't get away with that when we been coming up. But just for them to have a sack of nuts in their bed, they put up with a lot of things. And then go to church on Sunday and be asking LaShonda Smalls and all they to pray for them. Be asking LaShonda Smalls, say, pray for me. I'm going through so much in my house. The devil in my house is not the devil in your house. It's a sack of balls that you want in there. And in order for you to have those sack of balls in there, you have to go without. You can't have no money. You either have the money or have the sack of balls. And you rather have the sack of balls. Now, I done say what I say. And I ain't carrying nothing back. I ain't gonna add nothing to it, and I ain't gonna take nothing from it. And if y'all can't accept me, say sack of balls, how you know what it is? How you know what it is? Yeah. All the we men's got a one, two. Got one sack and two balls. And you don't deserve for yours to lay up in their woman bed if you ain't bringing no money and things in the house to help that lady. That's what a man is supposed to do. A man is supposed to provide and protect. Understand? Unless he cannot provide and protect, then that lady, that's what she's a helpmeet. She come in and she helps. If something going on with the man, he's sick, he got a problem, something going on, he can't do what he need to do, then the lady come in and she help. But a man is supposed to provide and he's supposed to protect. That's what the balls, when you got balls, that's part of your responsibility. You understand? But the young ladies now, grandpa's supposed to slip the grandbabies a couple times. But the young ladies now, they don't want that. All they want, if I just, Lord, please give me a sack in my bed. I just please want a sack in my bed. Could you please give me a sack, Jesus? I don't care if the sack work. I don't care if the sack bring no money in ya. I don't care if the sack provide for me emotionally, spiritually, financially. Just please give me a sack, Jesus. And that's what Jesus do. He send you a sack. And then you come to your granddaddy and your grandma for the money. Nary dime. Nary dime. I don't care who you tell, nary dime. Nary dime. Some of them been out there, Willie. Some of them been out there to that cowboy show the other week, looking for a sack. Look, let me see if I can find a sack to bring home. Let me see if I can find a sack to bring home up over my children. He ain't got to work. I just want a sack to bring over my children. You're delusional. You're crazy. And that's why I tell preachers, you won't get there down. And some of y'all got them same kind of people, ladies and stuff in your family, got a man trifling, don't want to do right, always out there in the street, and they won't get rid of the man, but they come to you for help. Could you loan me a couple of dollars? I've fallen short. Could you do this and ya and this and ya? And in your head you saying, well, ain't you got a man will stay with you? Don't a man live in the house with you? Yeah, but he just going through a hard time right now. That's right, really, they are suckling. Y'all got these men staying in your house and they ain't nothing but a suckling. What the gal say? Throw the whole man out the door or the window, especially if he ain't bringing nothing in the table besides himself. I ain't lying. They need to be out there working in that field with you. And yeah, cause look how beautiful. A man that don't work, he does not eat. I don't know why we don't understand that. And these young boys walking around here with these Fruity Balloon underwears on, got all these cartoon characters on them with their pants hanging down. They won't go to work, but they still eating. So either the Bible was a lie or somebody's young is a fool. Either that Bible that tell a lie or somebody around y'all is a fool. Okay. There you go. So listen here. I gotta get up here so y'all can get up and go to work tomorrow because you done make up your, some of y'all don't make up your lie right now. I ain't gonna be able to come in here because I gotta go. I go into the urgent care. I don't feel too good y'all today. And then when you get your check and your check short, then you can I borrow a few dollars? My check is short. People tired of you. People is tired of you. That's right, Cap. If you don't work, you don't eat. You don't deserve to lay up in no lady house if you don't eat. Look here, I'm finna get off of here. I hope something what I said tonight was good and beneficial to you. I hope I gave you some entertainment. Hope I made you laugh. Hope I made you think of some of them things I say I ain't been playing. Hope I made you think a little bit. But most of all, I'm at work now, about to get fired. I hope I made you laugh and forget about your problem. Let me tell y'all this shit I getting off here. Life is a uka. Y'all sound it out if y'all ain't know what I'm saying. Life is a uka. But what you got to do is you got to grab life by the throat. Grab life by the throat and say, come here. So I'm tired of you now. So I ain't care how much you come after me and what you do. You ain't gonna make me lose out on life. Yeah, come here. So I ain't gonna let you steal my joy. You gotta grab life by the throat. You gotta tell life, look again. I had a bad day yesterday, but the day is a new day. I got a new day to do something different right now. That's what you gotta tell life. You understand? It gonna be up, it gonna be down. But let me tell you what gonna be consistent, God. God gonna be consistent. You understand? What that thing say? Never leave you, never forsake you. God gonna be consistent. And as long as you give your problem and thing over to God, God will work it out for you. You get me? I'm glad you felt good, Champagne. I ain't going to work tomorrow. I'm coming to see. Don't come up, Chris. Do not come over here tomorrow. And if you come over here tomorrow, do not bring that pocketbook and thing over here. Walking around with them pocketbook and thing. Do not come over here tomorrow with that. I don't allow that right here. And I ain't playing now. But look here. Y'all keep your hand in God's hand. Listen here. And say a prayer before you go to sleep tonight. You ain't got to get on the floor talking about, oh, Lord, oh, do it, Jesus, oh, make a way. Stop that. And you ain't got to do that. Get on that floor tonight and say, Lord, I thank you for this day. Hit me to do better tomorrow than what I done today. That all. God ain't deep. Peaches dad already say he follow and say, no money from there. Nary dime. Nary dime. And I ain't playing. Okay. That's all. Well, I don't even want to talk to y'all no more now. That's all. And y'all have a good day. If y'all want to watch, look here. If y'all ain't on Mr. Thaddeus' YouTube channel, go to Elijah Bradford YouTube. Elijah Bradford on YouTube and subscribe to that channel tonight. I'm tired of y'all now. I got to set up and talk in this voice up y'all high. Have to warm up my voice before I get on. Have to warm up my voice after I get on. And y'all won't even press the subscribe or like or share button. Makes me sick with that. And then one more thing. May 10th. Everybody what's on here, I want y'all to type May 10th in the comments. I want you to type in May 10th. Let me see it come on the screen. May 10th. I'm going to make an announcement for y'all. May 10th. May 10th. Type that in, Sandra. Type that in, Thomasina. May 10th. Type that in. May 10th. There it is. May 10th. On May 10th. Y'all keep on typing. May 10th. Miss Beulah and Mr. Thaddeus is bringing the Amen Corner live. That's right. Us going in a church. Us going to be in a church on May 10th live. Doing the Amen Corner. We finna sing and shout. And this is a tribute to Mother's Day. So we want y'all to bring your mothers, your auntie, your uncle, everybody. But most of all, bring the ladies. We want y'all to bring the ladies. Bring your grandma. All of them. May the 10th. We going to have the flyer coming out this year week. And it's free. It going to be free. You ain't got to pay near a dime. Ain't got to pay near a dime. Just come on in and enjoy some good old-timey foot-stomping Holy Ghost singing. May the 10th. Miss Beulah going to be there. Mr. Thaddeus going to be there. Them children going to be there singing and chirping and all that. Y'all come on in here. And yeah, some good old gospel singing music, okay? May the 10th. The flyer coming out, we going to have the time on it. And let me ask y'all this. Is y'all want us to do it early in the afternoon on May 10th? Or y'all want us to do it like 6 or 7 o'clock? Put it in the chat what time y'all want us to do. It could be, we'll tell y'all the location when we put the flyer out. We got a location, but I want to take care of business first. So I ain't gonna say the location yet. But we got a location, so don't worry about that part. We got a church. You can find it out. But we gonna sing some old timey gospel music. The same kind of songs y'all heard on the Amen Corner, what we did on Facebook and on YouTube. We're gonna be doing them same songs. Okay, Kat said 6 o'clock. Marquita said early. Tell me what time we ought to do it, y'all. We need your help. Early. They said early, okay? Early. Early, because we got to sing later on. Okay? Come on, talk. Y'all get on my nerve with that. Ask y'all something, and then your mouth, then the cat got your tongue. Marquita said 4 p.m. Okay, we had a 4, we had a 6. Then somebody else said early. Okay, come on, say something. Damn, y'all get on my nerve with that. What did he say? He said 5. He said 4, 5. The gal said early. Cindy said glory, hallelujah, 4. Thomasina said 4. Angela, Janice said 6. So right now we're looking at between 4 is just want to be in the number. That's right, glory, be in the number. Glory be in the number. Chris said early. So right now I'm seeing between 4 and 6 is what y'all want. Between 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock that day. I ain't mad at that because, yep, the gal said 4. Okay. Alice said 4. Okay, well, maybe we'll go with 4 then, Miss Bureau. Maybe we'll go with 4. We'll do it early up in the day. We don't mind. That'll be good. 6 in the afternoon. I don't want to miss it. Well, what you doing Sunday when you can't come at 4? Dontel said 4. And the guy that Miss Beulah said 4:30. Eleanor, you better come and write this down. 4. Everybody saying 4. So we probably gonna go at 4 or 4:30, one of them. It'll be between 4 and 5. It'll be between 4 and 5. And we got this y'all gonna be some Holy Ghost good gospel music in here. Let's gonna have a time. Y'all gonna enjoy yourself. And look here, we got some more. Well, we'll talk to y'all about some more stuff later. This y'all been good. I'm over my time by 24 minutes. I said I wasn't gonna stay on y'all with y'all tonight. But y'all come out and enjoy some good gospel singing, okay? May the 10th. That flyer coming out this week. That flyer coming out this week. Okay? And whatsoever church it is, when y'all pull up, I'm going to be outside smoking a cigarette. Don't pass me. Say, what you smoking on the church ground for? Mind your business. I gotta have to smoke before I do this shit. Get my nerve right. We going to have a time. That's right. So don't walk up on that church ground judging me. Because I'm going to be out there smoking. And I'm telling you to your face, I'm going to be out there smoking. So don't need for you to don't get hold it with me. All right. Wow. Yo. May the 10th is Saturday. I usually go fishing. Catherine. You can't not fish for one day. This shot for Mother's Day. What's wrong with you? You can't come out the fish pond for one day. You can't come out the fish pond for one day, Captain. Well, I'll be darned. Okay, well, I'm going. Y'all have a good night, okay? Shut off. Cut it off. Good night. Shut off. Punch off. Punch off, Chris. Since it's between 4 or 6, let it be at 5. Send them. Whatsoever you got going on that day, get off from work early or whatever you got going on so you can come on and beat this y'all thing in. Y'all punch off. Click off. Punch it. Fat, come and punch these people off here. Punch off. Y'all punch off. Bye. Bye. Let me go so I can upload this shit to YouTube. Bye.